today we're making a Lebanese flat bean dish. So in this pot I've put 3 tablespoons of ghee. I've added, I would say maybe 250 grams of lamb fillets. You can add whatever cut of meat you like. I like the lamb fillets because they're very, very tender. And the flat beans, I have taken the tips off either end and then I've cut them into bite-sized pieces. I've washed them. Once your meat is cooked and it's a nice golden color, I'm going to add the flat beans to them, like so. I would add salt, pepper, a tiny little bit of water, and I'll put it on a low. And we're going to cook this on a low simmer, and it will cook for a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours. And next to that, I'm going to make the traditional Lebanese rice. But once this is almost finished, then I'll add the rice in there. I've added salt, pepper. I'm going to add maybe less than 1/4 cup of water. What we do is we don't mix with a spoon. We actually hold the pot and we flick it. And I'll show you that in the next video. I'm going to put this on a simmer. I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to let it slowly cook. Every probably 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, every 10 minutes, give it a stir or a flick. While the beans are cooking, I've soaked here 2 cups of short grain rice. You can see there. And I'll leave those soaking in cold water until the beans are almost finished, and then I'll put the rice on the stove separately, as it only takes maybe 20 minutes. So there's 2 cups in here. We'll continue shortly. So this has been cooking for an hour, and as you can see, the liquid is drying up. So I will add another about 1/4 cup of water. So I only add a little bit at a time and see how it's all dried up. So we add another 1/4 cup, and then we will keep it on low and keep cooking it away. So while my beans are cooking there beautifully, and like I said, I check on them often. I make sure that they've still got enough liquid so they don't, oops, sorry, that's the steam there, that they don't dry out, which has got enough liquid, because you don't want it watery. You want it to steam in there and soften. Now, because this only needs another probably, 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to put my rice on, and then that way they're finished together. So in this pot over here, I have 2 tablespoons of ghee. Ghee is much better than butter because ghee doesn't burn. And to that, I have put 1/4 cup of egg noodles in there. These ones are already pre-broken. You can buy the cakes where you can just crunch it in your hand and pop it in. I'm gonna let that become a golden color. Once it's golden, we'll go to the next step. Now that's coming to a golden color. We don't want that to burn, so stir it while you're frying it in the ghee. To this, I'm going to add my washed and pre-soaked rice. So we'll pop that in there. Put the temperature on low. Give it a good stir. Let that ghee be distributed around. Now, this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to actually measure my water because I never measure. As I said to you a few times, it's the eye. So I've got 2 cups of dry rice there, remember, that I cooked. This is 2 cups of water, which is obviously not enough. I'm gonna put another cup in there. Give that a mix. And I don't even think we're going to need a cup. I reckon we're going to need maybe 1/4 cup. So I've added 2.5 cups of boiled water from the kettle. I've added 2 teaspoons of salt. Give that a good mix in there. Put the lid on. Put the temperature up. Once it starts boiling, put it straight onto low. Let it gently simmer till all the water has evaporated. Okay, as you can see, the water has all evaporated, and if you stir it, there's no water left at all. You got beautiful fluffy rice. Steam's not helping with this picture, but your rice is ready. Same time, our beans are ready. Time to serve it up. So here we have our beans, we have our rice. I've made a cabbage, tomato and cucumber lettuce just with some oil and a bit of lemon juice and some salt. Enjoy your meal, guys. Give it a try. Assalamu alaikum.